I don't know if you can hear me through this microphone or if you can hear me on the phone microphone, but basically I'm walking home and I just wanted to capitalize on this walking home time, and so I thought I'd go live. Actually walking past now a place where I used to camp a lot in my van in this parking lot. Good parking areas here for camping, for camper vanning. And yeah, I'm just taking the scenic route home. I say home, it's just back to my servers and computers. Thinking this way. We're gonna be hitting the hills soon. My bear's got a load of hills. I didn't put that in the title. I didn't put all the trigger tags and stuff. But yeah. So I kind of feel bad because I had the opportunity to pay rent, but I instead bought beer, which is kind of funny because there's a song that goes like that: buy beer or pay the rent, my signing bonus was quickly spent. And it talks about beating your meat like a butcher. It's not a very good song, but it was what I listened to as a kid all the time. And I think now as adulting, I'm kind of the fruits of that are coming out. But I just told my landlord to add it to the bill for next month. So then I'll have a double electric bill, and it should be all right. It should be under 100 euros. And, you know, I might be able to sell some computer equipment in that time and, or whatever. And so I'm just taking this sunny day this weekend just to walk around, to go to my favorite places to eat, to get some ice cream, and just spend all that electricity money that should be spent on paying my electric. While, by the way, all my servers are running at full steam ahead. So yeah, that's nice. So I've been thinking about the channel, and I've been thinking about making more videos. The live streams like this are good when I put trigger words on them, but they seem to attract more Spanish people than like Americans, which is my main audience. I think I might do this hill. Yeah. So by removing the trigger words, I'm not attracting the Latin and Spanish audience, which just kind of lets me just speak in my own way a bit better. So in terms of the YouTube, so what a lovely spot. I might sit here for a bit. Little amphitheater. There is another amphitheater by the Bridge of Christ's Love, but this one is nice. I'll have you guys look at it and not look at me. But yeah, so I have a guy that on the 25th of January, he's going to send me 80 euros. Hello, one viewer. What's up? And So I'm going to put that away for paying for my gym so I can shower, paying for my new unlimited data phone contract. And then there's a guy in the northeast of Spain, always in the northeast of Spain, Catalonia, you always get the best deals. But he's selling a bunch of laptops from like 2008, 2014, like 10 of them, if not more. And he just wants to get rid of them. He doesn't really care anymore. And for like 50 euros, he said he'd send them all to me. So if I got those, I would have like 20 like pre-2008 computers, and then like 20 post-2008 computers, and then a bunch of workhorses, and there'd be so much YouTube content. So that's what I'm kind of looking to invest in. You know, let the electricity bill go up just a little bit, but as long as I pay for my gym for March, pay my phone bill of €5, whatever's left, I'll pay the I'll get the freaking the laptop parts in, because the last lot that I bought like that was for €30, and they came in like basically broken because of the way they were packaged. Like the whole RAM stick had come off. It can be soldered back on, so it's not that big of an issue. And a capacitor came off, another one. I'd have to solder the capacitor back on. But these are better. These are fine projects, you know. They would make loads of lives. They would make loads of videos. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then with the laptop pieces, the thing about the laptops is that a laptop is like in between a phone and a normal computer, which means that I can run more bots on them without too many electric bill issues coming up and up and up and up. Instead, you know, €50 investing in 10 laptops, or €200 investing in one Orange Pi 5, you know. And yeah, arguably the Orange Pi 5 is 5 times more energy efficient, if not more. But I think it's a good deal. I hope he sells it me, and it comes through, and I can work through it, and they all work. And then that would be loads of YouTube content, and so, you know, maybe I can go on walks, do a video a day, edit, code a bit with Jules and Claude and stuff, because I am still looking to make profitable RuneScape bots. Right now, the ones I'm making are basically they're just for fun. Just training them up. They're just for fun. But I am working on a project that will ideally make enough side money to pay rent, not only electric. So that's coming along. Hello. Oh, second viewer to come in the last 10 minutes. This is not like a viewer video. I'm outside, and it's a Sunday, and I'm chilling, and I just wanted to get some thoughts out and just walk around a bit. He's gone now. Bye-bye. I do wonder if you guys can hear me through the mic or not. I do wonder. Let me see, actually, in settings. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know. Anyway, time to move on from this area, I think. I'm actually enjoying walking these days. These funky crane-looking things. Jeez, nearly fell. Ah, yes, security cameras. I wonder what that box is. And that light. So that must be a traffic camera, I guess. The one in the middle. And the box is obviously all of their power supplies. And then all the cables will go through. And I guess that's an access point. And so all the cables go up. That must be a transformer, and that's like straight from city lines. That's the transformer. That is a car looking one, and then the one above it is just a general one, and then they've also got one there looking over the parking lot, looking over the park. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. There's little things like that. I wonder how many more of those are around. I don't really know. First one I've ever seen. And why right there? I suppose this might be a way that you come off the motorway. So actually, criminals that think they're being discreet might come this way. And they'll get caught there on 3 different cameras. So yeah. Yo. So something has been stopping me from getting my Mini Vital completed or even started, and it would essentially require me to be to go to Red Cross to tell them that to help them sign a piece of paper that I've already filled out and I've already found that I've already emailed to myself. So all I have to do is either get my neighbor to print it out and bring it to them in a folder, or arrive there with the email and ask them about it. But once they sign that, essentially, it says that they are an institution that has the authority to say that I was homeless at some point. And if I was homeless at some point, by authority of an institution that holds the same authority as the courts, and if I was homeless at some point, and I'm at risk of being homeless again, then I am able to get the Minimo Vital, which is like 700 euros a month, which is just like universal credit, but in Spain. So go to Red Cross, tell them, yo, bro, I was homeless. They're like, you're right, you were. Give me a paper. They also have to like padron me. Either them or the church have to padron me, which is some kind of like basically saying that I live in Marbella. I mean, I do have a padron in Istan. I don't know if that would work. I kind of want to keep it to Marbella though, because I could also get free public transport. Not that Marbella is very big for needing that, bro, not gonna lie. Those stairs are kind of cool. I kind of want to go by the bars and stuff. So I tell them, yo, please sign this paper saying I was homeless. Then I'm going to be like, yo, look, can you padron me? Because I need a padron for this minimo vital. Or I could ask them about, no, yeah, that's about it. Because that proves that I'm about to be homeless still, that I've never actually stopped being homeless. And they always used to offer it, is the thing. They always used to offer to be padron, but they didn't explain why. Anyway, once I got those two things, a piece of paper saying I was homeless, and then a padron from Caritas, from Red Cross, then I go and, perhaps I fill in some forms, right? And the form says, I was homeless, I'm at risk of being homeless, please put me on to your program, right? And the thing is, if I've earned 10,000 euros in the last fiscal year, they will not put me on the program. And I've earned, I think, just over 10,000 if we include everything. And if we include net, or bruto. So the thing, but because I have that form from Red Cross saying I was homeless, and because I put on the form that I'm at risk of being homeless again, and basically it's explained that sure, last year I earned a little bit over 10 grand. However, this year, 2026, ¿dónde quieres comprar el pan? Pues vamos. ¿Perdón? No, es un directo. Un momento. Ahí. Mira. No. Vamos a comprar pan. Solo hay dos visualizadores, pero solo estoy contando cómo conseguir la mínimo vital y cosas como así. Porque las cosas en invierno son muy duras aquí en Marbella.
Sí, en invierno es muy duro, exactamente.
En verano, magnífico.
Magnífico, total.
No puedes caminar sin coger un trabajo o una oportunidad.
Amigo, podríamos comprar una pizza así como caliente.
¿Un qué?
Pizza.
Has dicho un pan.
Pizza mejor con bocadillo. ¿Qué quieres? Vamos acá, usted me diga. Así.
¿Estos supermercados abiertos?
Esos son chinos, sí. Esto es una torcha.
Sí. Sí. Tiene placa solar ahí, dice.
Yo duermo en esta primera, en el hospital, con mala suerte. Después de 11 años me ha hecho de malas maneras. Va a ser de mi vida un poco más.
Sí, también.
Como pido ahí, tranquilo, todo el mundo me conoce, ¿vale? Así que van a salir fuerte con trabajo y van a caer.
Mínimo vital.
Mínimo vital también. Me falta mi documentación para entregarla en Marbella.
¿Faltas qué?
Solamente mi documentación.
La NIE y tal.
Nada más solamente. Tengo unos meses guardados al mismo vital. Ya para usted en su caso, no sé, como muchas formas.
Yo falto hacer mis impuestos.
Sí, ¿no? Por su, la
Y,
habitación la renta, ¿no?
sí. Y también un señal de Cruz Roja diciendo que yo estaba
Sí, no,
en la calle.
que no cobras, que no...
Sí.
Oye, si tú vives en la calle,
¿Perdón?
vives en la calle.
Más o menos. Vivo en una oficina.
Ah, también está por ahí. Miren, con esto podía yo almorzar.
¿Cuánto es?
No sé, ya, preguntamos si quieren. Amigo, ¿cuánto es pizza?
Oh, no.
Mejor que pan, bocadillo va a ser similar.
Sí.
¿Entiendes? Es una bebida.
Pero hay que calentarlo.
Sí, el restaurante me calienta.
¿La restaurante se calienta para ti?
Claro.
Vale, ¿por qué no?
Porque como caliente, mejor de bocadillo frío, ¿entiendes? Estoy como una vida. Yo,
No.
somos baratos.
Te comparte mi agua y ya está.
Ok.
Hola. ¿Tienes tabaco?
No, no.
No.
No. En cuanto a vacaciones,
Tarjeta.
puedes comprar tabaco. Aquí en un bar una mujer vende tabaco. O también en este bar, también una máquina de tabaco.
Vaya, voy caminando y voy a encontrar algún sitio. Sí, la cuenta bancaria me deja. No pasa nada. Disfrute.
Gracias.
Well, I turned into a buy me a 80 cents loaf of bread into buy me a €4 pizza. He said a restaurant would heat it up for him, so that's good. And he wanted a drink as well, bro. And I get it, I wanted a drink too, but I want cigarettes more. So that brings my cost of Sunday up from 14 to 18 euros, which is out of 40. So yeah. See, it would have been better if I just gave it to my landlord, if I'm honest. Then I wouldn't have had to, like, steal it off myself, you know what I mean? Anyway. Like we were saying in the shop, go to the Red Cross, get a form saying that I was homeless, or at least them confirming that I was homeless and that I'm at risk of being homeless because of no income, and then do my taxes in April. Okay, so I may have to consult like legally about it, but to me it makes the most sense because, okay, you have to do your taxes to get Minimo Vital. But if your taxes say that you earned over 10 grand, you can't get Minimo Vital. Okay? So my taxes are going to say over 10 grand, but the form that I get from Red Cross will cancel that out, like I just said before, and we'll reset it, and it will say that from January from this year, I've been earning zero, and therefore I should be eligible because I go under the 10,000 bracket. I just found that curious. They were wearing the same tan leather. So I kind of feel bad I didn't give that guy a drink. Oh well. Anyway. What is that? Look, I shook his hand. Now there's this bug on my hand. That's crazy. And also, the minute I shook his hand, I felt kind of ill. I might stop shaking people's hands these days if I don't want to, even if it's a bit rude, even if I'm being charitable. Who knows what's going through people's hands, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. So yeah, it's February now. March comes around. April comes around. I do my taxes on the 8th or 20th of April. And so then I got my taxes done. At some point I go to Red Cross, I get that done. At some point, as well with Red Cross, not only do I get that paperwork done, but I get the padrón, which is like saying that you live here. And with those three, I'm gonna have the best chance when I apply. So I then apply and I say, yo, give me government, Mr. Government, please give me the least amount of money necessary, to live. And they'll be like, okay, are you worthy? Let's have a look at your paperwork. So they'll be like, okay, you've been living here for 20 years. Okay. You have evidence of being homeless. Okay. You have evidence of being homeless, meaning you weren't living with your family. I do have a contract for an office in my name, but I just don't know if that's going to confuse stuff or not. So the timeline, I wonder how the timeline would work out. Because Red Cross would sign me now saying that like a year or so ago I was homeless. And I guess I'd have to explain that I'm just still homeless. I haven't stopped being homeless. I just sleep in an office, bro. The hell is homelessness anyway? Homelessness is not having a rental contract. So if I started being homeless at X point and now Y point is like 2 years later, because they have this like 2 year, 3 year, you have to be not living with your parents for you to be eligible. And so if they have in their records that I came to see them at X point a few years ago, that should suffice for the year's gap that I need. So then I get on the Mini Morbital, and that is $770 a month. Like, I've gotten Pado before, I have gotten Pado before, and that was $420 a month. So this would be insane money. $770 a month, and there's not much that I have to do to get it. It's just I want to keep it in line with April, with the taxes. So, I kind of crossed this threshold where I now am a taxpayer, which I think might help my citizenship down the line as well. But it might confuse things, because aren't I supposed to be paying tax in the UK? But this is where I think it'll be really awesome, okay? So if I'm paying tax in Spain, but I'm making money in the UK under a taxable amount, and I'm using that money here in Spain as like extra disposable income, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so it's a big waiting game these days. I keep not finding the time or the energy to go to Red Cross to start the paperwork, but you know, I'm doing these walks, like you can see now, walking around when it's nice and sunny, because, you know, I'm able, because of all the medication the doctors have put me on, you could say. And the more I walk, the more I can go to appointments. The more I can go to appointments, the more I can get that Red Cross admin stuff done. All right, where do I want to go from here? I don't want to go down. Now those guys should watch their mouths. Dirty. Honestly, just looking for cigarettes at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is shut off though. This is a Catholic country on a Sunday. Boy, if I ever need any of this stuff, it's all here. Dehumidifier, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, holy crap. I don't know about what material it's made out of. That's just a toaster. But these are pretty cool, especially 1,000 watt. Obviously that's cool. Too many plastics. That'd be nice. Put nice flavor in a thing that makes humid stuff. Now, this is a cool shop. I'm not gonna lie. They got some cool stuff. Obviously, it's closed. Obviously, it's closed. I'm getting pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna stop and drink some water. And I would really like some cigarettes first, though. Oh! There's a kitty. Hey! Where we going, kitty? Oh. You gonna climb the tree? Go on then. Go on then. Go on then. Climb it. Go on then. Yeah. What a legend. You're in your domain now. Okay, you're gonna go there onto the roof. What a Chad. Look at that. What a Chad. I guess that's the thing. Like, I'm a little bit like ADHD in terms of if I don't really have to do a thing immediately, I won't. Like, I started getting health issues in November, and it's only like a week ago that I started getting treatment for it, quote unquote. So that's like 3 months that took me, and it was only because I couldn't sit down anymore, and every time I took painkillers it would hurt my stomach, so couldn't sit down, couldn't take the painkillers to help me to sit down. So I was like, okay, I need to go to hospital. I went to hospital. I was going to go again to hospital today, but I thought I'd walk instead. I thought walking might be good medicine. So here I am. I'm walking here. And it feels okay. I don't like that I spend so much money. Walking around shouldn't be so expensive. But I kind of needed to like have a motivation to walk a long way. So I walked to KFC, which is pretty far. And then I was hanging out there. I was checking out my new setup where I remote in from my Atom computer. So I was doing some work there. Then I started watching a YouTube video there, and I got comfy. And then I got an ice cream, which cost the same amount as that pizza, to be fair. Cost the same amount as that pizza that I bought that guy. But yeah. Should have bought him a drink. But bro, I'm in no position to be buying drinks like that. Tobacco's different. Tobacco lasts longer. Anyway. I'm going to go for Marlboro Golds today because some guy gave me one recently and it was really good. It wasn't. I've been having Winston's all this time, so. Yeah. February, late February. It's almost March, to be fair. It's almost March. And I got to do taxes by April. So I think definitely in March, I got to do the Red Cross thing. I would go now, but it's 5 p.m. on a Sunday. This is actually where I went to a court proceeding for 600 euros that I owed from buying my wife's and my wedding ring. That was, I paid that back. I think there was only like 10% interest. Paid it back in that court there. This looks like a bakery. I don't think they sell tobacco. Perdón. ¿Sabes dónde puedo conseguir tabaco ahora?
¿Tabaco?
Sí.
Aquí hay una máquina en el bar.
Ah, okay.
Aquí en la cafetería hay una máquina.
Wow, look how popular it is. Super popular. Hola. ¿Se funciona la máquina de tabaco?
Porque no tiene la botella aplastada, intento llevarla en la mochila, y le pasó el hombre porque lleva la botella aplastada. ¿Emma?
No acepta tarjetas. ¿Acepta tarjeta? No. Gracias. Does not accept card. And I only have cryptocurrency to buy this stuff with. Holy crap, what is this?
Manuela no tiene patita de jamón.
Those are some pretty cool medals, not gonna lie. Oh, they sell protein here too. Okay, it's a protein shop. Oh, nutrition. Interesting. I wonder if they would sell. There's a certain type of bephantamine thiamine. It's like a fat soluble vitamin B1. I wonder if they could either source that or if they sell that there. Because at the pharmacy they didn't sell it. Man, if these Spanish locals want to try and mess with me, they're gonna get messed with, bro.
Ahora qué, que te gano,
They're hanging out. They're having a good time. Actually, I do know a place that will sell the tobacco with card. They are like ages away though. They're basically where I live. I kind of want to check out some more places before I go back. I didn't know there was too much art in Marbella, not gonna lie. Malaga has loads. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh dear. That's so sad. Right, we're getting over to the Bridge of Christ Love soon. What's this? Oh, it's an art shop. It's an art shop. I thought it might be another nutrition shop. Wonder what the AI summary of this live would be. Because if this gets published, there's going to be an AI summary under it. ¿Está abierto?
Sí.
¿Tiene máquina de tabaco? ¿Pero con tarjeta? No, ok. ¿Unicaja?
Unicaja está complicado.
Sí. Sí, por la biblioteca municipal y tal.
No, aquí de la iglesia que hay aquí al lado, en la calle de las Peñuelas para abajo hay una a 200 metros del mar.
Chao. Oh yeah, I could just get cash out instead of going to a machine that requires a card, but I'm not really bothered. So there have been some festivities today. I don't know if these are part of them. They're probably not. It's probably just a restaurant chilling. But there was like confetti all over the floor here earlier. Seems nice. Holy crap, there are some interesting people in this city. There was a guy just wearing... Well, there was a guy with a small beard and mustache and huge tits wearing a kind of half burqa black dress. Then there was a guy in front of him wearing a trash bag, and they were unpacking a van. So that's kind of interesting. What the hell's going on down there? I knew there was something going on, some festivity today. Sounds like drums. Could be Catholic procession. Could be an accident, but I don't think that many people gather for an accident. This isn't really on the way. This is actually on the way to the tobacco. I'll go through the old town. Speaking of which, I gotta add more Jesus stuff to my highlight reel. Because there's got to be some more that my bear is hiding. So I was thinking I'd spend more time at this library here, because mostly because there's more chance of like fresh air out here. See, there's the confetti that I was talking about. There's loads of confetti everywhere. I don't know what they've been celebrating. That's what they're clearing up, is the confetti. Look. See it? Anyway. Once the computers are on, bro. There is something going on down there, though, and I will investigate it, and I will find out what the hell is going on over there. But yeah, like, there's really bad ventilation at my office, and I don't know whether it gets me dizzy, whether it gets me sick. So I'm thinking, if I come to this lovely library here, I just leave all my computers on and I access in remotely. Then, you know, I can even bring a mouse so that I can be a bit more effective. Could work out. So it looks like a lot of people are walking slowly and they're being kind of like guarded by local police. So it's not a national issue. And yeah, I'm still on like a pain level. I'm on like a level 6 of pain, maybe 6.5. But I think because of the medication, it's going to stay that way and it's not going to get worse. There is some kind of carnival going on. That's crazy. I had no idea. Looks like some kind of fish, a fish carnival. Oh, someone was telling me about carnival. Somebody, but I thought that was in Malaga. Oh, it's not Dia de Andalucia, that's later. That's at the end of the month. They're just parading around a fish, bro. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a fish. And that's it. There's nothing more. I love it. It's a fish. I mean, maybe there's more ahead. Not really, though. I can see the other police car that's blocking them. They're just fish celebrators. It's funny, right up there, or just up there, is actually the place where you can go to organize events in the city. So you can be like, hey, I want to do an event this day for this cause. Can we do it? And they say yes or no, innit? They're literally just parading around this fish. It's kind of funny. I'm a fan. If they did this every Sunday, I wouldn't complain. We are the fish. We are the fish. The fishy men. The fishy men. The fishy men. The fish. 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 Praise the fish. The fish will rise. The fish will walk. The fishy fish. Fishy fish. So actually, look at them. They're crazy over the fish. No, you can't see it because this camera's bollocks. I'm seeing one stick. I'm not seeing any crosses or anything. One guy has a top hat. There's obviously some drummers ahead. And there's the fish. Oh, there's something in front of the fish. It looks like a wizard's hat. Oh, it does look a little bit Christian. But it's so small. Oh, they're having a fish party right in front of the Jesus statue. It's the best street in the city, this one. Bro, look at them go. I hope they're all drunk, honestly. They're dressed up as widows, though. And the fish has a hat. It has a purple hat. Sorry. It's not very heavy, at least. Not a bunch of jokers, another one. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Okay, I kind of get it now. So there was a lot of people in top hats, you know, like Redditors. So there was this fancy dress they were in, right, with the top hats. Then there was a lot of trans people. A lot of trans were making up like the bulk of the scene. So I think that was like a little kind of like a pride parade that's been put on, which is kind of making fun of Roman processions. Once again, simply a group of them can go and organize any kind of event. And I think that's what happened. It's kind of curious. Especially as they got the whole drum team. But if you heard the drums though, like if you've heard drums at other processions, you would hear that there was not much energy in those drums. It was quite lackluster drumming sesh. So yeah, interesting. very interesting how in Easter, July, August, there'll be these great Roman Catholic processions, and then in the depths of winter, a bunch of trans-liberal anarchists will come and parade around a fish and make jest of it. I mean, why not? Have fun, whatever. And why were they all wearing widowers? Why was it all in black instead of rainbow colored? Kind of makes me curious. Oh, there are so many places that closed. Yeah, so I've thought about my new food plan, right? So there is here we go. Found it. There he is. I got to take a picture. I got to take a picture for my Insta. Yo, I'm back. I found another Jesus. I'm going to put that on my Instagram. Oh, there's another one. I haven't got any of these. I'm going to take photos of these. One sec, guys. Well, sad photos didn't come out too well, but the first one came out pretty well. And so, yeah. There's a steakhouse that does, for 20 euros, all you can eat beef, right? So I'm thinking, what if I went there, right? What if I went there like every other day? That's 10 euros, that's 300 euros a month. And all I would eat is cuts of beef. And because it's all you can eat, you can go there 6 a.m. You can go there when it opens, stay there a few hours. Isn't that like the best idea ever? Because I can also afford that myself. Just about. I have the time to build that up. And with the Mini Morbitale even more. But then I could be following a fasting regimen where I could be drinking water with sodium bicarbonate, and that can be helping my health issue. I don't know what I'm going to do about my smoking problem, if I'm honest, because, yeah, right now it's like beer and cigarettes pretty much. Before it was coffee and cigarettes and Monsters and cigarettes. Now it's beer and cigarettes for a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't think you should take beer with antibiotics, but oh well. Sometimes you gotta come cold to a cold one. And so, yeah, I think that's the best plan ever, because 300 a month on food, I don't think is that bad. And I could actually start it more aggressively. I could start once every 3 days, go to the all you can eat. Mostly because they're closed like 3 to 4 days of the week. So I go at the right times. I think if I was to go every third day, I would also get a bottle of wine, which might cost like, I think they said it was 20 euro, which is a bit steep to be fair. But it's really good to drink a little wine with your food. It's not necessary, but anyway, I would train my body for these meal times, and it's a good deal. because I can go to the store and I can get some meat. It'll mostly have to be dried, cured meat, so loads of preservatives and stuff. Or I can get some, like, some berries, some stuff like that. Sandwiches, toast with tomato. But to just forget about all that, to go back into a fasting focused lifestyle while also being incredibly nutritionally dense, and then, if finances allow, if it's convenient, snack on those in-between days with healthy stuff, I guess, like I was saying. Or, do, dirty bulk on those other days. But the days where I eat that, and with a 700 budget coming in every day, 300 goes to rent, 300 goes to food, then I got 170 to spend on computer stuff and or to pay debts. It's gonna be awesome. I can finally get my cigarettes now. I'm gonna sit down for a bit and have a cigarette. Mike, I found you. Hola. ¿Dónde está activada la vaca? $6.40, piss on me. Jesus Christ. A lot of money, Jesus. Each cigarette. Jeez. So each cigarette is like 33 cents, 35 cents. That's crazy. Oh, still, one pack of cigarette can last at least a few days. For me, it's worth it. For me, it is worth it. I've got to get back, actually, to be honest. I've got to get back, because a lot of my robots need to be turned off. But it was good walking today. I liked it. Shame nobody came to chat and stuff, but I didn't I didn't appease the algorithm gods with this one. I just kind of wanted to get in the swing of it. I don't really like the pressure of too many viewers, if I'm honest. But I think, it does stimulate conversation at least. Oh, how lucky to get a cigarette and some water. So I heard of a recipe of 2 teaspoons of bicarb a day. So I guess that's the minimum that I would put in a bottle of water. of a liter. No, I think I'd put per liter 2 teaspoons. So that would be 2.5 teaspoons for a 1.5 liter bottle, which is the ones I buy, which went up by 2 cents a few days ago, which is pretty crazy to see in real time, the inflation. So yeah, I really think that's the way forward. But until the tax year comes, and I file it and all that, and they have all that in April, until that comes, it's just what I can make online and what my mum gives me. Or just more debt. So far, my mum gave me, let's see, she paid $300 for rent. She gave $150 for my first hospital trip, and then she sent $20. So she sent $470. And yeah, to go to the hospital was a really, really, really big deal. And I hadn't eaten for so many days, unwillingly. And I ate so much food on the way there. And then I suddenly felt so much better. And so I wasn't in like a critical condition anymore. So they sent me away. I did a couple of days later. They told me to keep taking the painkillers if they help, which they do. It's just that I get the stomach aches. And so they gave me the acid reducing chemical. Which reduces the acid in the stomach, which for some reason makes painkillers not damage you and give you stomach aches. Glad I got that guy lunch. A drink he just will have to sort out himself. I think with these cigarettes, I think I spent €25 today. Which, let's say this was one of the days of eating, if I was in that restaurant mode, the buffet mode, would be exactly the same as all you can eat meat with a glass of wine. So this is the Timu version. I do have cold beers at home, which I get pretty gassy from. And they don't make me feel that good, but they're damn tasty and cold, so you can't really complain with the taste of cold beer. So yeah, I gotta get back, turn off all my bots, fix obviously the stragglers. There's always some stragglers. No point doing this live anymore, particularly if nobody's watching.